It is Courtenay Rogers, also known as BossedUp MindFrame from ONBLAST The Podcast.
So, where did you grow up?
I grew up, so my family was from off Courtenay and Union, so that's basically West Side. We grew up in the castle, you know what I'm saying? From there, Lucas and Hunt, what used to be called Ventura Village back in the day, if anybody knows what's about.
I remember.
Ventura Village. And after Ventura Village, we went to Jenny's. We moved in Jenny's.
Okay.
On Gershie.
And it's all in St. Louis, Missouri, right?
All in St. Louis, Missouri, yes, sir.
Okay. And that's and you grew up here all your life?
Yeah. All my life. Born and raised, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's rough out here in the loop, but you know, made me a diamond, you know?
Absolutely. You say good guy, I feel you.
Hey.
So we ain't gonna go too far back.
Mm-hmm.
But what high school did you go to? Your first high school you
I went to Pattonville. I got to probably my sophomore year and ended up getting kicked out of school.
Okay.
Due to getting caught with marijuana.
Okay.
You know, and it was hard to recover after that, you know. I think I came back to school for maybe a month and it just wasn't going right. I just gave up. I stopped going to school and ended up going to Job Corp and getting my diploma.
Now, for the people who don't know, what's Job Corp?
Job Corp is a school on Goodfella, and I think the other street was Stratford, Goodfella and Stratford. It's like a place where you can go get you a trade, you know, get your diploma, do some classes to get your diploma, and you got to stay on campus. Some people got to stay on campus. Some people can stay off campus depending on what your situation is.
So this is an alternative school.
Basically,
yeah.
it's an alternative school mixed with a trade school. It's like a trade school and an alternative school mixed together.
Okay. So let's start with Pattonville. How did you like Pattonville as a freshman? You know, you're starting off as a freshman.
Pattonville was it was very different for me at the time. When I started going to Pattonville, it was very versatile, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of stuff stood out in there that I wasn't used to, but eventually got used to it, you know. And Pattonville ended up being something that ended up helping me down the line, you know. I learned a lot. I learned a lot in Pattonville, and I learned a lot from the teachers in Pattonville. They was pretty smart.
That was Pattonville in the city or the county?
Pattonville was in Maryland Heights.
Yeah.
Maryland Heights.
County,
that's
for
the
people
county.
Who don't
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like it was a better area.
Yeah, definitely better area than where I was from.
Okay.
So it was better teaching, you know, I wasn't seeing no fights and shit like I was seeing in Clark school, you know. I wasn't seeing the fight every day, none of that shit. But, you know, you got the same shit that go on in every schools but it just was less of it in Pattonville, you know. It was easier to learn in that motherfucker, you know.
Okay. Did you play sports at Pattonville?
I did play football. I played my freshman year. I got my whole freshman year off. And we had a good team. I liked it, our team. We had some talent, but we wasn't getting coached by the right people. I think we went 2-7, 2-8 that year. It should have definitely been 8-2.
Okay.
Should have definitely, the talent that we had, it should have been 8-2. People just wasn't in the right spots, you know. Coaches, the head coach, we ain't had the right head coach, you know.
Okay. What about the girls at Pattonville? Like, was they different from the city you know, from where you was from, you know, how did you view the women? Because I know it was all races in Pattonville, you know, all different types of women, walks of life.
Yeah, it was, the females was different from where I was at, but they still was, they still had their ways out there in Pattonville, you know. It wasn't too far off from the girls that I was already around, you know.
Okay.
It wasn't too far off.
Okay, just different, you would say.
They just come from a better household, I say. So they had a little money sometimes, you know. You might go over their house and eat good, you know. Where I was from, you wasn't going over no girl house and eating good. You probably that wasn't happening. But out there, you know,
okay.
That's why some days you get out of school. I get out of school, I stay out there. You know, I go over this person's house, go over that person's house, live out there with them. They can do whatever out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So what about the day that you got expelled, right? From Pattonville.
Right.
How was that day?
Getting caught with the marijuana.
Yeah, getting caught and put out of school.
So,
you know, how did you feel about it and everything?
So it might have been I can't even remember, but it might have been the first time I even had weed on me.
Okay.
No, I don't think it. In cell mode, I say. I got it. So I had it on me before, but now I got it on me in about the cell mode. Now remind you, I don't even smoke weed yet.
Okay.
I'm an athlete at this time. I'm an athlete. I don't smoke. I don't like smoking and none of that. But
so you strictly had the weed to sell.
To sell. It was strictly to sell.
So you had a bunch of weed.
So I'm in sale mode.
Right. Baggies.
I'm talking about bagged up, ready to go.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It really wasn't much to it, man. I went in school. I say it's about 10 minutes into sitting in the cafeteria. I think I showed one of my friends or whatever what I had going. You know, just basically like bragging on it, you know, being young and dumb, bragging, trying to brag.
Mm-hmm.
And
let's get to how much you had on you.
How much was it? Oh shit.
As a freshman. What was it, sophomore, right? When did it happen when you got put out?
That was freshman.
Okay, so okay.
When I came back sophomore, that's when I got put out again and I was done. But shit, I can't remember. It was a nice amount. That probably was like 8-9 grams probably, but it was bagged up. You know what I'm saying?
Gram by gram.
Yeah, like in grams. Yeah.
Back then, that was a little heftier.
To me, it's a little money. You know, it's a little situation I can make some money. You know.
Okay.
But being young and dumb, I showed it to somebody, and you ain't thinking like all these cameras is really focusing on, but they was focusing on, you know, we niggas. So, you know, sometimes the camera just focused on us, you know. That's just how it is.
Right.
But I didn't know that when I was young, so, you know, I'm walking through the hallway, finna go to my first hour, and one of the teachers come tell me like, hey, we need Mr. Washington need to talk to you in the office or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right. Mr. Washington, he was pretty cool. That was our principal, freshman principal. And so I wasn't really scared. I didn't think nothing about it, you know. Mm-hmm. I didn't do nothing. I had it out for like 2 seconds. It was you know, it was just a
transaction.
It wasn't no transaction. It just was I was showing somebody, but it was just a little
Like here it is.
Yeah, I'm talking about seconds. So I wouldn't even, when they telling me to come to the office, I wasn't even thinking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got me all in the office. Now other people done popped out. Now I'm like, whoa, what's going on now?
Did the police come?
I think it's somebody it was our school police, what was his name? Mr. Boyer or something like that. Officer Boyer.
I don't know how you remember that. That is crazy.
I think his name was Officer Boyer.
Boyer or
something like that. Yeah, he came in there and they was just like, empty your pockets. You got something in your pockets that you need to show us, or that you? And I'm like, oh, nah. I'm like, I lied though. I'm like, nah. But they was like, you might well come on with it, cause you ain't nowhere you can go. So I finally just pulled it on out, gave it to him or whatever. And that was my 90 days out of there.
Okay.
I got my football season off, and then rest of the semester, I was gone.
Okay. So, all right.